Hey friends, Mike here. It is March the 12th. Had a little bit of a cool weather come in. It's like 60. Today is the day. Rochelle is doing some projects in the house, but I'm out here and I'm gonna harvest all the carrots. So come down here and join me. I think we're gonna have a good time. We've got different varieties and breeds of carrots. One of my favorite is the Uzbek, which is the yellow carrot. Beautiful. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna preserve these a couple different ways. We're gonna preserve these with the 365 challenge. North Texas Homestead, Jill and Greg cooking, gardening, and a whole lot more. So we're gonna do that, and I'll send her a picture of what we're doing today. We wanna keep with that 365 challenge. I'm gonna do a canning. I'm gonna pressure can them, but I'm gonna do what we call IQF. It's a kind of a thing that we used to call in the food world individually quick frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly blanch the carrots because we still want it crisp, and then I'm going to lay them on sheet pans and I'm going to just put them in the freezer, exposed to the freezer for about an hour, and that'll flash freeze them. Just put them in some Ziploc bags, mark them. We'll be able to take them out frozen and then cook them up. So hang out with me, guys. We're going to have fun. Today is carrot day. Wow. That took about an hour and 20 minutes. The film obviously is a lot shorter, but that was hard. These cosmic reds are beautiful. I just love these. The Uzbek are the yellow ones. Those are nice. And of course, you know, your classic carrots. but I like the unusual ones. So we're gonna take this into the house. The whole sink is just full of carrots galore. We're gonna clean them, chop them, pressure can them, and then I'm gonna IQF them individually, quick frozen, and we'll do that. The soil is great. I'm gonna get a cultivator. I'm gonna buy a cultivator. This way I can at least till, you know, at least about 12 inches in the ground. Just clean that up and get it ready for spring. So as you notice, guys, I didn't have to thin, okay? And I'll put a link to how we grew it. I built this jig that we use, and I learned that from Hollis and Nancy, their homestead. I don't want to have to get on my hands and knees 2-3 times and thin and weed the carrots. Just don't want to do it. So I typically will plant one seed. Now you'll see that some of them, you know, there'll be 2 or 3 close to each other. That's fine, but I plant, I let them grow, and then I harvest everything. So much easier. And I'll put a link to how we planted these so you can see how we do that. But hey, got a lot more work to do. Gonna get these into the kitchen, clean everything up, and I'll show you how we can and quick freeze. As you can see, guys, we've got lots of carrots. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean these up. No need to film me doing that. It's gonna take me about 30 minutes. We'll start prepping for canning. Guys, just wanna show you the size of these Uzbek. These are amazing. I want to show you how pretty these are when you get them clean. Check this out. Just bright yellow, and those bright green tops. And they're so sweet and tasty. It's awesome. All right, guys, I cleaned the Uzbek carrots. It's a lot of carrots. I'm gonna do 2 things. We're gonna dry pack the jars before we pressure can them. You're gonna pressure can them at 10 pounds for 25 to 30 minutes. I'll go 30. The pressure canner's over here. What I'm gonna do is julienne some of these too, like little strips. And then I'm gonna blanch them, and then we're gonna IQF them, individually quick frozen, and then they'll be able to go into a Ziploc. We can pull them out, just heat them up, saute them. Let's get to work. So guys, these little small ones I'm gonna kind of set aside. Those are the ones that I'm gonna julienne. And we're gonna quick freeze them. The large ones, we're just gonna go ahead and slice. Probably about 1/4 of an inch. And then we'll pop them into this bowl. We're going to keep going. Okay, so for the carrots that we're going to julienne, now guys, you got to be real careful when you're cutting carrots. They're very tough, and this is a vegetable where you can really cut yourself, so you want to make sure your knife is honed, got a good edge on there, and you just want to be careful. Now this one already has a split, so split it down like that. And I'm going to literally just leave the carrot that size. That's perfect for a julienne. Maybe cut those tips off. And that's what I'm going to do with the rest of these. So again, you want to be careful. Make sure it's on a solid surface. Get your knife there. I don't even really touch the carrot. I just put my finger on the knife and just kind of push it down. That's what we're going to do with these. Alright guys, water is boiling. We did put a little salt in there. I'm going to take these julienne ones. Oops. And we're going to toss them in there. One splash, and they're going to go for about 1 minute to 2 minutes, and we'll check on them after they're done here. About a couple of minutes. Remember, I want a light blanch. Still want them to be a little bit firm, but I want to make sure that they're tenderized, so when you go to freeze them and you pull them out, they're not fibrous. So we'll let that sit for a couple minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, they're done. They've been blanched. I'm going to put them in some ice water to stop the cooking. Stop that cooking. Let them sit in that ice bath for about a couple of minutes. And then we'll come back and we're going to dry them off. We're going to put them on a sheet pan and we're going to put them in the fridge, or the freezer, sorry. Alright guys, we're just going to set them in here to drain until they're completely dry, and then we'll put them on a sheet pan with parchment paper, and we're going to pop them in the freezer. As you can see, I got a lot more work to do. All right, guys, we've got these carrots on the sheet pan, the parchment paper. They're dry. We're going to pop them in the freezer, let the air circulate around them until they're totally frozen, probably about an hour from now. Then we can pop them in a Ziploc and they won't stick to each other. Cool thing about this freezer, this fridge, it has two ice makers, one up here and then one down here, and I can turn that one off so it doesn't dump ice on that. But we'll come back, look at these here in about an hour. These Cosmic Reds are just beautiful. They're like a dark reddish orange. So I got to get back to peeling all these. So I think after today, I don't think I want to see a carrot again for a while. I'm going to get the peeling away. And I'm going to show you what these look like when you get the flesh. Just absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Hey guys, these are cool. I didn't realize that I planted different ones. These are, I think, Cosmic Red or Russian Red. I want you to see the insides of these. See how nice those are? But check this out. These are, I think these are the Cosmic Reds, where they're red on the outside and they're orange on the inside. Oops. Man overboard. But look at that, guys. Isn't that's pretty? That's what you grow if you want your kids to eat carrots. All right, got to continue to work. Hey guys, a lot of the work is done. Now this is just what we're gonna can, okay? I've got carrots fresh, wrapped in paper towels in Ziplocs. We're gonna be freezing some carrots, but I'm just gonna go ahead and can a different mixture of carrots. Okay, you guys, we've got our station set up for canning. Now we're not just gonna be canning, we're gonna be freezing. We blanch and freeze, even some of these rounds as well too. And I want to keep some fresh as well so I can use for the week. Miss Rochelle's going to make a carrot salad. Love that. So I take the carrots and I wrap them up in paper towels, and that keeps them dry. If you do that, guys, and you put them in the fridge, and you maybe replace the paper towel, these will last 3 weeks and they'll still have that crispness. But right now we've got our pressure canner. I've got it kind of turned on, ready to go. I have a little bit of vinegar in here so the jars don't get foggy from the hard water. We've got our brine. We're dry packing, so we're just going to throw the carrots in, put hot water. I've got some citric acid in here, so it'll keep that color. About a tablespoon. And that should be enough brine for everything. If not, I can make another batch. Also, too, everything has been sanitized with the one-step sanitizer I've showed you guys before. If you're new to the channel, this is called One Step. It's a powder. You put a tablespoon in a bottle and you can squirt and sanitize everything. Now I always steam the jars. I typically will steam the jars and lids in the dishwasher for about 20 minutes, but then I'll do the one step. Just want to make sure, guys, that this could be in the cupboard for a year or two, and I want to make sure that we're sanitized. My hands are washed. All the equipment that we're using has been sprayed and sanitized. I'm going to actually wash my hands one more time again, and I know it's crazy, but I'm going to spray a little sanitizer on my hands as well too. So let's start packing the jars. I lost my remote. No editing here. First of all, guys, I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of pickling or canning salt in each jar, so it will have a little bit of season, a little flavor. Now another thing you can do, guys, is you can add herbs. I've done carrots with dill, garlic. At this time, I think I'm just going to leave everything just plain for all purposes. We can always add different flavors and seasonings to it later, but just 1/4 teaspoon or less, just to give the carrots a little bit of seasoning, a little salt. Try to get these in here. Shake up the jars a little bit. Really want to pack it in there good. I don't need this funnel right now. Again, I washed my hands Want to make sure everything is clean. This is cool too, guys. Check this out. I'm also going to do a blend of all three of those. I thought that would be fun to do. It's kind of a mix. And we're just using a pint jar. It's just Rochelle and I. If we're going to eat carrots, it's just going to, that's enough for us. So I'm going to continue to pack these jars. If I have leftover carrots, I'm going to blanch them. I'm going to IQF them individually, quick frozen. And then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the freezer until they are completely frozen and dry so they don't touch each other. Yeah, that little rainbow mix looks pretty cool. I like that. Oh. So I'm going to finish packing these and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, I'm going to pour the hot brine in. And then we're going to take I like to use a bamboo chopstick to debubble. You want to debubble. We'll do that here in a minute. Try not to make a mess. Yeah, that's amazing, guys. We had a terrible spring last year. Of course, you watched the videos. If you're new, we experienced a severe drought, and we're still in a drought in Texas. From Central Texas all the way west, all the way up into New Mexico, severe drought. We need relief, we need rain. However, the carrots that we planted in late summer, early fall, we had a wonderful harvest. I made sure to prepare the soil, and I'll attach the video of us planting the carrots down below, and you can see that. I'm going to keep filling these up, and we'll put them in the pressure canner. Okay guys, gonna debubble. Oh, lost that one. And then most important thing, guys, we have the lids soaking in the one-step sanitizer. I want to wipe the rims with white vinegar. Make sure everything is clean. So I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to put the lids on there. We're going to put it in our pressure canner, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, real quick, when you put your rings on, finger tight, guys. Don't bear down on it because it could warp when you're pressure canning. Just boom, finger tight, good. Again, don't bear down on it. Don't be squeezing it like that. Just boom, finger tight, good enough. I'll finish this up. Guys, probably gonna have to double stack these. But that's okay, we can do that. Just set the jars in there. Make sure to fill your water up to the line. You know, guys, I'm not gonna film a bunch of films about how to pressure can or how to water bath can. There are many other channels out there that really do a lot of canning. Rachel and Todd at that 1870s homestead. Jill at North Texas Homestead, gardening, cooking. She does a lot of canning. Watch their channels, okay? I like to do a variety of everything, Rochelle and I. So here's the second layer. I'm gonna put that right there. And then I wanna disperse these cans evenly. But watch those channels, guys. You'll learn a lot from those folks. I'm still learning from other channels. All right. See where those arrows, that arrow lines with this? Okay. Let me back the camera up so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I like to evenly tighten this down, slightly on all ends. So kind of go opposites, make sure it's even. Perfect. All right, it is on high. Now we are going to pressure can this at 10 pounds for 25 to 30 minutes. I am not going to put the weight on it until this starts to steam for 10 minutes. Once that starts to steam for 10 minutes, then I put the 10 pounds on. We set our timer. I'm going to go 30 minutes just to be safe. And then we'll come back and show you what the product looks like. Guys, the rest of these carrots, we're going to go ahead and backpack and pop them in the freezer. So easy, you don't have to blanch them. Get done with work, throw them in a crock pot with some butter. They are good eating. Is that purdy or what? Those are so nice. Yeah, you can pop them out of the freezer, saute them, put them in a small crock pot, maybe add a little water, a little butter, salt and pepper, and there you go. All right guys, we've got steam coming out of the vent portal. We'll let that go, set the timer for 10 minutes, and then I'll put the 10-pound weight on there, and then we'll start our timer for 30 minutes. All right, y'all. It's been 10 minutes. The steam has been coming out. I'm going to put the weight at 10 pounds. I'll slide it right on. Woo! And then I'm going to get the temperature to where it reads 10 pounds on the gauge right here, and then I'll adjust the heat where that weight is just going to pop. And we're going to keep it around 10 pounds. Once that gets to 10 pounds, then I start the timer. I'm going to go probably, I might even go 35 minutes. It's a dry pack. I'd rather go an extra 5-10 minutes more, just to be safe. All right, guys, we're at 10 pounds, actually 12. We're doing the rattlesnake dance. That's what I call it. I'm going to lower the heat to medium until that's just a steady shake. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer now for 30 minutes. Turn the heat back up until we get a shaky, little rattlesnakey. Just keep an eye on that, make sure it stays a steady 10 pounds pressure. We'll be back. Okay guys, it's been about 30 minutes. I went ahead and took the weight off. We're just going to let it sit here for a few hours. I'm not going to touch it. Alright guys, it's been about a couple hours. There we go. Everything looks good. It's still kind of simmering and boiling. I'm going to let it sit here for another hour. We'll be back. Alright guys, we have taken the jars out and you can see that they're still kind of simmering. They're still kind of bubbling. Once they cool down, the jars will pop and we'll know that they're done. What do you want, Bones? You want carrots? Oh wow, I'm tired. Miss Rochelle is outside. Gonna get us a glass of wine. We're gonna relax. But hey guys, I'm glad that you got to follow us here on this journey of harvesting carrots, canning, freezing. Hopefully you learned something. Hey Bones, be quiet. I'm trying to talk to folks. But no, we had a good day. Rochelle got a lot of stuff done that needed done. You know, working on tax season and stuff like that. But I was able to get all the carrots harvested. We've got canned carrots that are going to last. We've got frozen carrots. We've got blanched carrots. The carrots that are in there that are IQF, they'll be done in another hour or two. I'm just going to take them out. Guys, they're frozen. I'm going to pop them in a Ziploc, put them in the freezer. When we want to use them, we're just going to throw them in a pan, saute them. And we went ahead and just took the raw carrots, sliced, the rainbow mix. I mixed all these together. And then I went ahead and just backpacked them. We can pull them out, throw them in a crock pot, pressure cooker. They're good to go. So we've got about 4 really nice good sized bags of that. Gave some carrots away to neighbors, friends, family. So we really had a good harvest on the carrots. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm tired. That was a lot of work. But hey, do me a favor, share with your friends on social media. Maybe some other people might learn something. It might be nice that we... Did you hear that popping? But share and like and share with your friends. And until next time, guys, we'll see you on the next one. God bless. Take care.